Good morning. This is Julie Jordan Scott. I am so glad you're here for a moment of writing inspiration with me. And I'm so glad you're here. We're going to be hearing a little bit from Ursula Guin, and I'm going to turn the camera around now so we can see eye to eye. Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is Julie Jordan Scott here in Bakersfield, California. I live and work to inspire people to come to their own creative rebirth, artistic rebirth, and so that you can really be adventurous with your writing and your creativity. Right now I'm reading this book. It's called Steering the Craft by Ursula Guin. She is remarkable. If you're not familiar with her, there's her name. Ursula K. Le Guin. She's primarily a science fiction writer, but man, she is incredibly smart, and her writing tips are top-notch. She's also a literary granny, and I get into literary grannies a lot. Her mother was also a writer. Her father and mother were involved at UC Berkeley back in the day. Ursula Guin is actually rather elderly now. She's in her, I think she's like in her 80s, late 70s, 80s. Anyway, please put it on your wish list, definitely. It's brand new, or it's a revision. It's recently out. She did a book signing at Powell's Books in Portland, Oregon, like 2 weeks ago, and I was so sad I missed it because she's incredible. By the way, if you'd like to share this with people, let them know that we're about to learn some great stuff from Ursula Guin, or you want them to see the replay folks, if you're here, thank you so much. Invite them now. I think you go to the left if you're on iPhone and put share. That would be great. If you'd like to follow me, touch the little face guy, the little guy at the bottom. Hi from Brazil. Glad that you're here. And then follow me because I'm almost at 200 followers and I would love to have more followers. So, okay, good. Heather's telling us that in the Jane Austen book club movie that people rave about Ursula K. Le Guin. I just started reading one of her science fiction books. Science fiction is not my normal genre, but I'm a writer. What I've learned as a writer is you need to read a lot, and you also need to read writers who are great, whether or not that is your usual genre to read. And believe me, it's a slow read for me, and it's an important read for me. Okay, so let's hear what Ursula Guin has to say today. She cracked me up with this. She's talking about repetition. So she says, this is chapter 4, we're on page 36 and 37. Ursula Guin says, journalists and school teachers mean well, but they can be fatally bossy. One of their strangely arbitrary rules forbids us to use the same word twice on the same page. Thus, they drive us to the thesaurus in desperate searches for far-fetched synonyms and substitutes. The thesaurus is invaluable when your mind goes blank on the word you need, or when you really must vary the word choice, but use it discreetly. The dictionary word, the word that really isn't your word, may stick out of your prose like a flamingo in a flock of pigeons, and it will change the tone. She'd had enough cream, enough sugar, enough tea isn't the same as she'd had enough cream, an ample sufficiency of sugar, and a plenitude of tea. Oh, I just read that and made my heart sing. I mean, come on. That is some rock solid advice, some humor, some great word choices and artistry. All from Ursula K. Le Guin, someone who I might not have discovered because I would have said, I'm not into science fiction. However, in my quest for finding literary grannies or women who are remarkable writers that other women and men can learn from, that's how I found Ursula Le Guin. Because her name started with U, and I needed somebody in the A to Z challenge that comes up in April, and that's how I found her. And through that, I found her mother, and I found this to share with you. Isn't it awesome how that multiplies? Anyway, I'm grateful to have you here today. Thank you for coming to my scope. I'll be scoping more, as always, writing tips, tricks, and inspiration, as well as all sorts of things about the creative process and how you can stay exactly who you are every day of the week, every moment of time, and share that with me here. Thank you again from Portugal, from Brazil, from across the US, and wherever else you are. Thank you for following. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for writing. do some writing today. I just did a scope. If you want to look at my replays, I just did a scope on would you like to go back in time? And I talk a little bit about the importance of living in the present moment. And it was really authentic and in the moment type of scope. So if you go to my replays, check that out. And Seattle. Have I had any other careers besides being a writer? Yes, I used to work in the mental health field. I worked as a publisher's representative. I've been a mommy for a long time. So, and I love Seattle. I had a great time up there this summer when I went through Portland and the Powell's Books. I also went to Seattle, had a really fine time there. My son wants to go to college there. I'm also an advocate and an activist for a number of different causes, including autism advocacy. My son has autism. We love the Fremont Troll in Seattle. If you haven't gone to see the Fremont Troll in Seattle and you're a little bit quirky, I strongly recommend it. We had a really great time. Happened to catch some goth filmmakers, and it was just a great, great, great time. The Pacific Northwest rocks. Thank you for asking that question. Yay for writer mamas. Yes, Heather. Thank you all for being here, and I look forward to catching you on another scope soon. Thank you so much, and keep that creative light vibrant, alive, and flowing. Thank you so much, and we'll hear you soon.